Hey everybody, Christine here, and I am super excited again to talk about our favorite topic, and that is leadership. So today I would like to ask you a question, and my question to you is, wouldn't it be nicer to get better instead of bitter? So think about that. Wouldn't it be nicer to spend the time and the energy on raising our level of awareness and our potential rather than getting frustrated and bitter at things that are not working? So recently I started a therapy counseling with my fiance. And it was part of this process of how do I want to increase the value of my whole life. And it was really important for both of us to really improve our intimacy and personal relationship. And so we started seeing this counselor. And one of the things that we were having a really hard time with is communication. We both have super busy schedules, and we were getting frustrated at the end of the week that we were not really spending any time with each other. And we were starting to get bitter with each other and sort of, throw jabs at each other. And so we sat down and we said, we really want to work on this. So I think that we should hire a relationship coach that can help us through this process. And one of the things that he said was, if you could rate your relationship, what would you rate it? And the two of us had exactly the same number, and that number was a 7. And the two of us gave our relationship a 7 for the very same reason, is that we said we wanted to leave room for growth, and 7 was a really high number. And then the counselor said to us, okay, if you were going to make this relationship a 10, what is missing for it to be that number? And of course, both of us had a little bit of a different answer because we both have different needs. But then once he said, once you define that very thing that would make it a 10, if you could be 100% accountable for your piece in this relationship, how are you going to improve that very thing that you're having a challenge with? And so I really started to think about this. I was like, that is amazing. Because now what he did is he just totally put that on us to be accountable for our own relationship and show up 100% accountable for change, because we're not happy with this piece. And so mine was communication. And so I am now creating a communication plan for my relationship, and I'm really thinking into, like, what would this look like? What do I want it to look like, and how am I going to initiate that change for our relationship and that communication piece? So before, when I was getting bitter, I was actually just throwing jabs and blaming him for what he wasn't doing to improve communication in our relationship. And now I really had to think about, how am I 100% responsible for the very thing that I'm unhappy with? So I challenge you to do the same for different aspects of your life. So if you're a leader and you're really unhappy with your environment, rate it. If you're an employee and you're really unhappy with your environment, rate it. Give it a number, and what is it that you're unhappy with, and what do you want to change, and make a plan to change it. So I look forward to hearing your comments below, and I look forward to working with you in the future. stay curious because that's where growth is. Bye. Take care.